Well, hello and a very warm welcome to the third in a series of vlogs called Good News. These vlogs have been a reminder that during a season of lockdown there is plenty of good news to celebrate. As I've been walking on my daily exercise around the local area here, I've been struck by how we love to share good news. We chalk it on pavements and decorate it with pictures. I've seen some great posters posted in people's windows or on their gate posts. We love news and we love to share and to celebrate good news. This week our media nationally and globally has begun to fill with the question, how does this all end? How does this all end? And it can feel quite rightly and understandably like a confusing question. Our prayers and our thoughts are very much with our own government and governments across the world as they wrestle with the practicalities of the question, how does this all end? How do you bring a period of lockdown to an end? What does social distancing look like in the future? When might there be a vaccine? What impact is coronavirus likely to have on the way we do life and on the way we do community and society? What's going to be the impact of coronavirus for the future of our economy? All really important, really good questions, all along the theme of how does this all end? Well, that question, how does it all end, isn't a new question for this season of lockdown. It's a question that people have been asking since the beginning of life itself. How does this story end? How does my own story end? How does the story of the world end? Big questions, common questions. Really good questions to be asking. Questions probably that Jesus' disciples would have been asking that first Easter time, as it seemed as if the story of Jesus' life on earth had come to an end at the Roman cross that he was hung on. But Jesus' resurrection back to life on the third day showed them and shows us today that death has not defeated Jesus. In fact, the truth is the reverse. Jesus has defeated death. And that's not just true for Jesus himself, but also for all those who follow him. In a world where there seems to be so much death at the moment, that is really good news. It's a bit like one of those victory processions when a football club has won a spectacular trophy. The captain brings the trophy home and it's paraded through town, and all those who follow the football club join in the victory parade. Luke was one of the people who wrote an account of Jesus' life. And this is what he says about what happened after Jesus had been raised back to life and he's with his disciples. He opened their minds so they could understand the scriptures. He said to them, "This is what is written. The Messiah will suffer and rise from the dead on the third day, and repentance for the forgiveness of sins will be preached in his name to all nations, beginning at Jerusalem. You are witnesses of these things. I am going to send you what my Father has promised, but stay in the city until you have been clothed with power from on high." When he had led them out to the vicinity of Bethany, he lifted up his hands and blessed them. While he was blessing them, he left them and was taken up into heaven. Then they worshipped him and returned to Jerusalem with great joy. The risen Jesus ascends to heaven. How does it all end? Well, for followers of Jesus who join his victory procession through death and into life, the ultimate destination is a heavenly celebration which will last for all eternity. Christians and the truth of the Christian faith believe that there is life after death. But Christians also believe in the good news that there's also life before death as well. Well, before they themselves died, those followers who Jesus had been speaking to did amazing things in his name. They're recorded for us in the Bible in the sequel to Luke's first book, called the Book of Acts. Those followers of Jesus knew not just the hope of life after death, but the reality of life before death. They knew a whole new fullness of life in Jesus. That's why the Bible speaks about being born again or being made a new creation. Those followers of Jesus suffered, but they had new hope. They were poor in so many ways, but they had new riches. They were afraid, but they had a new confidence. Life for them often felt like something of a battle, but they had new peace. What they had in Jesus was amazing new life and amazing good news. How does the coronavirus end? The truth is that none of us know. But what Christians do know is that for followers of Jesus, the story of our lives ends with life beyond death, a heavenly celebration and an inheritance that will never perish, spoil or fade. And for followers of Jesus in the here and now, we know that the story in the meantime means life before death as well, hope in suffering, riches in poverty, confidence in fear, peace in battle. In such turbulent times, that really is good news. And wherever you are as you listen to this, it's the prayer of the St Mary's Church congregation and all the team here that you would know the good news of Jesus today, wherever you are. If you'd like to check out the Christian faith in more detail, then please do visit our church website, and there are also links to this YouTube channel as well. There are contact details there for the church office, and any of the team would love to hear from you. And if you would like to pick up something further to read as a result of having listened to this in the churchyard, if you're local to Bristol, then there are free books that we're giving away. You can safely pick them up from just under the church gate. And the title of the book is Where is God in a Coronavirus World? Wherever you are, we hope that you have a really good day.